Hi everyone. It is good for me to say hello to you again, and I know many of you have wondered how I'm doing, and some have continually sent good and kind notes and prayers, and so I want to give you a short update. Depression has been called by some a stubborn darkness, and indeed it is stubborn because you take 2 steps forward and then you end up 1 step back. But on the whole, I would say things are going very well, and I am feeling much better than I was just a few months ago, and I'm eager to get back to the church that I love and doing the things I love. Though I haven't left the church, I have been attending Harvest Community Church every week in Freeport, but I love to preach and I love to be there serving in that way, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it very soon. I guess the first time I'm going to probably pop up in that sense will be the women's retreat. By faith, we're trusting God will take care of me there, and I'll be able to bless the ladies with teaching, and I'm excited about that. So I'd love to see many of you women out there for that. But before I sign off on this little video, I did want to give you perhaps one of the main lessons I've been learning over these last couple of months, and really it's the word trust and the concept of trust. Trust is faith. Faith and trust are very much equivalents, and sometimes I think I can confuse them in my mind. I think we all can. We can say, do you have faith, as if it's something kind of nebulous that you may have a good bit of it or not have a good bit of it. It's almost like a feeling. I feel like I have faith right now, but trust is much different. Trust never depends on feelings. If you trust someone, you trust them. If they lie to you, you don't trust them. If you know they're going to tell the truth and come through, you trust them. If you know they're able, they're strong, you trust them. And in the Christian life, our weakness is not the problem. It's never a problem. In fact, it's a strength because it forces us to say, do I trust Jesus? And the more I think about it, the more it applies to everything in life, not just when you're down, but all the time and in all things. Let me read a verse to you from Psalm 73 that's really blessed me. It's, my flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So here's a verse where the psalm writer says, my flesh and my heart fail. Obviously he's talking about his body and his emotions. I could just completely be exhausted. My body could be too weak. My emotions could be too weak. They can fail. But God is the strength of my heart and my portion. And trust is implicit in that. He's saying, I'm not going to sit around worrying about whether or not this body, these emotions fail. I'm going to trust if that happens, God is with me. You know, there's another very famous verse in the Bible that we all should hold to. It's, whenever I'm afraid, I will trust in you. What is it I'm afraid of? Can I trust God with it? Yes. Doesn't mean I don't still feel afraid, but I trust God all the time. Another text that has occurred to me or helped me during this time is from the end of Habakkuk. And I know that the book of Habakkuk is a favorite for all of you. You were probably doing your devotions in Habakkuk this morning. Everyone knows where that is. And so at the end of Habakkuk, he's thinking about his nation and what happens in his nation. I know a lot of us are nervous reading too much news. If I could just be a gentle nag, stop reading the news. It's the same every day. Just check in once a month. You'll be all right. But we worry and worry and worry. And Habakkuk was a bit worried about his nation until he realized he could trust God. And here's what he said. Though the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive may fail, the fields may yield no food, and the flock can be cut off from the fold, and there's no herd in the stalls. By the way, if that's your situation, it means you pretty much have nothing. He says, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will take joy in the God of my salvation. The Lord God is my strength. He makes my feet like deer's. He makes me tread on high places. Whatever the issue, you can always say, I can trust God with this. You worry about someone else dying. The response of the Christian is trust. It could happen, but I trust God in that moment. You worry about finances. I can trust God in that moment. Or you could be just deeply depressed. Is everything going to be okay? Yes, because you can trust God. Jesus is with us and He is trustworthy. That's been a very good lesson to learn. And it's one you can learn intellectually, but learning it painfully, much more valuable, harder to forget. So I'm glad for the things that God's put me through, but I'm also eager to get back to the labor that I enjoy the most. So may God bless you. Enjoy the sermon. I've been enjoying Scott's and Fred's sermons, and as we walk through the book of James, and I hope you are too. I'll see you soon.